Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Here we are on top of the Great Plateau Tower, where we activated in the last episode, as well as made our way to one of the shrines within the game. And well, according to the old man up here, we can locate the other shrines by scouting them from atop the tower. That's at least the easiest way to do it. So let's go ahead and speak to him and see how he got up here. So, well, you certainly took your time. Did you forget how to travel instantly? What? No, I was kind of just doing my own thing. Okay, I forgot. You caught me. Open the map on your... Oh, no, I did it. I did it. So why are you telling me this now? I guess for those who accidentally climbed up without teleporting, just so you know. All right, thank you for telling me. So did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on your map. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and keep that in mind. So, the pins on your map serve as reference points to your travel. Just stick a pin anywhere. Oh, I got it. Okay. Sounds cool. I'm not really going to ask how he knows. This guy is the all-knowing old man. I'm done asking how he knows everything, because clearly, yeah, the dude knows everything. So go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. Thanks. Okay. Let's go ahead and do just that. So, ha! Yeah, look, I can look around everywhere. But what's really cool about this is, like, the three-dimensional way that you put pins. It's very, very cool because, yeah, let's say I see something in the distance, which actually I want to show off this Sheikah, shrine. And if I go ahead and actually press A, it will place a beacon literally right on top of the shrine. It will know exactly what I'm looking at and what I was trying to place, which is very interesting with, you know, how the game works. Like, it's able to actually indicate where you were trying to go for. But another shrine happens to be right up here. I'm going to place it, and I believe the final shrine is located over here. So, oh, okay, we actually placed that one. Should be then, oh, okay, here. Wait, what the heck? Wait, am I looking at the same one twice? I'm looking at the same one twice. I can't even tell. I'm pretty dumb. All right, let's go ahead and find the last one. Where's that last one? Where's the last one atop the Great Plateau? Because, yeah, overall, we want to make sure we scout all the Sheikah towers from up here. I believe the last one is actually not that high up. It's more so low here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, by placing these three, we can easily see how far they are, and they are pretty far from one another. We're going to be heading to each corner of the Great Plateau, which makes sense. How this one was on this corner, and then the rest are on each other. So, yeah, let's go ahead and now make our way back down. Sadly, we do have to slowly make our way down like this. It doesn't take that much time with the steps here, but overall, you're never going to be doing this after this Sheikah Tower. It's going to be a much more convenient way, and overall, the Sheikah Towers won't be as easy to climb as this one. They're going to change a little in difficulty, but I'll get into that later on. But, okay, let's go ahead and now make our way to our first shrine. Now, I am sitting on a good amount of heart pieces, or not heart pieces, but arrows, which I want to use and actually want to show off a pretty cool thing within this game. Now, we've seen a camp of moblins over there, which was cool. You know, we were able to explode it and kill all the moblins in sight. Wait, what is that? Okay, it's not a moblin, it's just the barrel. But what you can do as well is there are camps that hold chests. These chests can't be obtained unless killing all the enemies in the camp. So here is one I will demonstrate when doing so. So, all right, let's go ahead and first of all hit this. Bam! Everybody's dead. At least the majority of them are. And then, oh shoot! Wait, there's a key. Kill this. We need to kill this guy as well, actually. So, yeah. There you go. We got him. Oh, jeez! Don't hit me with the fire. Back up. So yeah, if you hit him in the head, it does this awesome like sound effect of ding. And it lets you know that it was a headshot. If you feel like you got a headshot. But alright, we killed this bokoblin. The one with red eyes, be aware, because if they do hit you, they'll probably kill you in one hit. Actually, most enemies can kill you in one hit. And you may say, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, we only have 3 hearts. Hopefully later on in the game, it won't be as bad. Well, yeah, you'll most likely die even when you have more hearts from enemies in one hit. In general, you don't want to get hit from enemies that you are unfamiliar with because they will hurt. But luckily, those were just bokoblins, and we got ourselves some fire arrows. Not bad. Let's pick up this club as well. It may be on fire now, but as soon as you put it in your inventory, it's fine. Anywho, now let's go ahead and I guess start making our way over here. So yeah, we want to make our way to the Eastern Abbey, which is going to be the second shrine that we have to take on, because, you know, according to the old man, we gotta do all 3 or all 4 within the Great Plateau. And hey, check this out, guys. You can sneak in. Hey, a summer wing butterfly. Yeah, crouching, very helpful to, you know, not have both bugs and enemies or anything just catch you. You don't, or animals, anything really. You just don't want to be caught by them. So if you crouch and if you look at what's underneath, like Link's temperature, you can see the noise Link is making. So he makes a lot less noise when crouching. But if you look over here, you'll see a deactivated, rusted, destroying guardian. There's a lot throughout Hyrule, like a lot of these, but as you can see, not all of them are actually deactivated. Some of them activate on sight. So, and if you get touched, you're dead. Don't mess with the guardians at all. Also, don't mess with these guys with spears, because they will most likely hit me. Okay, so these are these skull bokoblins, which you want to actually destroy their head too, because if they have their head, they technically have a brain, and essentially what that means is they can actually, let me pick this up as well. Can I not take it? Oh, okay, I can't take it because I already have one. Or I believe my inventory is full, but I already had one anyways. I just wanted to make sure to pick it up and show off the information of it. But, okay, let's go ahead and be careful, because I believe, yeah, he can easily target me again. So, let's head up, jump down, and make our way over here. I believe there might be one behind us. Yeah, there is. All right, jump down again. And we managed to ignore the guardians. And now I'm just going to ignore these guys and just quickly activate this tower. You can skip the scenes here. I'm probably going to start skipping the scenes of opening the Sheikah Shrines. Or not, I said tower, but I meant shrine. Yeah, I might skip out later on because there's over 100 of these. So we're going to get used to seeing this scene a lot. But alright, let's go ahead and enter it. Okay, so the next Sheikah Shrine to take on, and just like the last one, this one will give us a new ability. Pretty much everyone on the Great Plateau will introduce us to a new ability. So, who sets foot in the shrine? I am Ja by... I don't really care. I'm not really going to try to pronounce these guys. Whatever. Bomb trial. Alright. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're getting the bombs, but no ordinary bombs. It's going to be a Sheikah Slate version, the Sheikah version. So, it's authenticating, and now it's time to download a new rune. This one is really cool as well. I overall like the bomb system in this game over any other Zelda game, just because it's not ammunition based. It's actually on a cooldown, which I think is really cool. And plus, you don't really need more than one bomb, so it makes sense for it to be on a short cooldown, not allowing you to place more than one at a time. At least, yeah, we can't really do that. So let's go ahead and use it, because there is a cracked wall right in front of us, and clearly that's what it's meant for. So, grab it, chuck, and bam! And actually, I need to make sure Link, or the camera's facing Link when that happens, because, yeah, the animation Link does when he uses a Sheikah Slate is really cool. So, alright, let's go ahead and just let it roll. There we go. See, he, like, places it up like that, and just lets it explode. But there we go. We managed to open up this secret, which gave us the Traveler's Claymore. This is actually really good. I want to say it's a really good item. So let me just quickly get rid of... I have a lot of tree branches. We don't need these. So, yeah! Screw that. Alright, now, give me this. What's inside? It's the... whoa, I've never seen this before. Yeah, it's the Traveler's Claymore. We got it again. Alright, let's go ahead and now throw. Bam! Do not stand near it. If you are near its explosion, you will probably die also in a hit. So, yeah. And you may notice we have 2 remote bombs. One of them is a square version. Such a cool feature, because now I can place a bomb without worrying about it like rolling off something or anything. Okay, wait. There you go. Get up, Link. And let's get on this. Continue on. There's really not too much to these trials. It's just kind of like introducing the items. Like, you'll find the puzzles, not really puzzles. Literally, you're just trying to get by at this point. and not solve anything. It's literally just to introduce you to the item. Okay, so I want to actually use this one. Place it down and have it... Oh, it didn't hit. But you want to have it shoot. You can see that was the ball over here that kind of demonstrates the whole idea of that. And bam! We managed to explode it. Actually, maybe I can do one more. So let me go ahead and place this. And we'll leave. You can be as far as you want as well with the remote bombs, and they'll still go off. So I can just see it, and bam, exploded again. We got more exploded, but before I make my way up there, I want to quickly check out what's inside this chest as well. And it is Ember. Nothing too important. Pretty much all the chests you'll find in shrines and even dungeons and throughout like overall the overworld, they're all like repeated items that you can get. Nothing too special. So don't feel bad if you miss out on a chest. I'm personally going to try to get all of them, but the majority of the chests aren't unique items, so there's really no point. And it's not that much of an issue if you did skip one. But heading on here, we're going to go ahead and activate the next, or I guess obtain the next Spirit Orb. So yeah, we have the resourcefulness in overcoming the trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess highly I bestow upon you this Spirit Orb. Yeah, the next one is down. Sweet. And I can skip this here. It gives you the option. I think the game really wants you to skip it because it shows it on the screen throughout the whole cutscene, because every cutscene is very identical. But I'll show it off again. Probably gonna skip it for the next two shrines, but may the goddess smile upon you. Thanks. And it fades away. They look like they've been around for definitely hundreds of years. Like when you look, it looks like just like there's no human there. It's just skin and bones at this point, with how dead and yeah, they look completely gone. It's interesting, but all right, now that we have the bombs, check it out. Bam! Yeah. We can use it. And hey, buddy, let me quickly kill you. Oh, a traveler's sword? Yo. Also, yeah, this is what happens with their body. So, I actually wanted to get rid of this. I pick this up. Alright, we got a traveler's sword. I could use it. I'm just going to ignore the enemies here. They're not too important to really fight, honestly. And gotta be careful getting out of here because there's a lot of walls, but you can climb them. You might find a guardian on the other side trying to shoot something at you. So I suggest being careful if that does happen. But okay, on to the next Sheikah Shrine, which shouldn't be too hard in getting to. We just gotta make our way through here. Gonna run. There are a lot of camps, and overall we can like take our time and explore, but I don't really see a point. Like I said, the sooner we get off the Great Plateau, the better. There are things that we can do here, and I will come back in general to explore the Great Plateau, because it's still huge for what it is, but compared to the rest of Hyrule, there's a lot more to do. So yeah, we're just gonna get on with things. And actually there's a camp right up ahead. Should I try to mess with them? You know what? I might not. I might just leave them alone. We're just gonna keep going over here because the next shrine is actually right up there, which is nice. And yeah, also what's really cool is when you reach one of your beacons that you placed, they actually disappear. So that way you don't get confused and you're like, did I go there or not? I forgot to pick it up. Now you would know. But hey, look, a little mushroom. I believe this is a rushroom, which I love the name for. Yeah, rushroom. If you use it, well, I'll get into that, I guess, right now, actually. If you use it in cooking, you can make certain things that will give you buffs. And here's one that will give us stamina, apparently, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, all of the shrooms and everything kind of do that. And hey, look, so much food. Hey, look, he's sleeping, the old man. Can I wake him up? I can. Hey, what's up? So, what's this? Just as I was finally able to fall asleep. What are you doing? Bah, can't you tell an old man is sound asleep? Let's talk in the morning. The fire outside if you could pass the time. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that so we can talk to him in the morning. And here's his diary. I don't need to read that. Let's just pick up these spicy peppers. If you do read the diary, he will tell you that the spicy peppers are really good for just feeling warm and nice. But this is what he means by the fire. If you stand by it, and I didn't mean to pick up the shield, actually. But if you stand by it like this, you can pass time by the fire. We're going to go ahead and wait until morning. And yeah, Link just crouches and sits. It's really cool how you can skip time like this. Super convenient, honestly. And just like that, hey, look, a little bird is right by us. And it flew off. Okay. So now he's over there chopping wood, which is actually what I wanted him to do. Because he's going to give us a tip. I don't need it. I just kind of want to show off, I believe, what the game wants you to go through. Because, yeah, usually if you haven't played this game, you wouldn't know what you're doing. But let's go ahead and use this. Drop it into the pot. And, yeah, you can easily cook stuff if you find these. You find them all throughout Hyrule. Just, yeah, little camps that you can easily cook stuff on. Freaking pot. It's just, it's so random how you just find these. And, yeah, easily I'm sauteing food in seconds. But now that I created the food, if you look over here, I will get myself extra stamina. My stamina instantly refills for some time, for like a certain amount of time. Or I believe, yeah, for a certain amount of time until it comes back up there, which is pretty convenient, I believe. Overall, all of these give you certain stats, but I'll get into the rest of them later on, because we're going to need to make something else in a bit. But we don't really need to make any food for what's up ahead. So here he is chopping wood. So how's your shrine exploration going? What are you doing? Every time, Link sounds so annoying in this game. Like, well, I guess Link doesn't necessarily talk, but like the questions they give you, it's just, yeah, Link seems really annoying in that regard. Constantly asking questions, but however, getting the tree to fall exactly where you want is quite an art. Really, is it quite the art? Well, let me go ahead and show you how it's done, old man. All right, go ahead and grab this woodcutter and... Oh, yeah. And we got ourselves a Korok leaf from the trees. You can also have these fall off, but guess what? There is none of that. Let me go ahead and... All right, you got a Korok leaf now. I actually do want these. And whoa, look at the way the tree landed. I didn't intend for it to do that, but that also works. Now, I want to quickly try the Korok leaf on an enemy. Not the smartest idea, but just want to see how much damage it would do. Okay, back up. We're good. So, even though enemies are a lot smarter in this game compared to other Zelda games, they're still pretty stupid. Like, they'll give up eventually. I think they'll throw rocks at me. Yeah, okay, he did. I just realized I lost a quarter of a heart. So that's what's funny. Like, yeah, they'll try to attack you, but they'll give up eventually. He's still throwing rocks! What the heck, dude? Okay, there you go. Now you moved on. So, we're going to try to climb this. And it seems risky, you know, with us not having... Oh, wait, Link, what are you doing? Okay, I'm not really climbing there. But yeah, it may seem risky with us not having the most amount of stamina, but actually, with the amount of stamina you have in this game, you can climb anything. As long as you believe, you'll be able to do it. And here they make it very easy. Later on, when we find... mountains, or pretty much all the mountains we see over here, doesn't have these baby steps, which is, okay, I'm way too zoomed in, but like these, where I can climb up and relax for a bit. These are really convenient, and that's what makes overall climbing up here very simple. But you may notice that this is taking a bit. That is normal. This is going to be very common throughout the game. You're going to want to get used to just generally climbing, being patient, adventuring. There's just a lot of like walking and silence. Like, you got to take the game in like it's actually real life. Like, there's nature, you know, you're in the wild and you're just taking sights in, and it really feels that way when you get into it, honestly. Like, you can really immerse yourself and feel like you're actually Link in a Hyrule. It's really, really nice. But all right, we're going to continue climbing up. You can jump as well, which makes it easier, but it does use a lot of your stamina every time you make a jump. A lot more than slowly climbing up, so you can cover more distance if you decide to slowly climb up rather than doing these jumps, but it does make it much quicker. So to me, it's just overall way more useful. But all right, we made it. And Link gets tired if you use all your stamina, similar to Skyward Sword. Overall, the stamina gauge is very similar to Skyward Sword with how it works, but we have made it to the next shrine. So let's go ahead and now activate. I'm just going to hit this, skip it, just like that, and now we can enter it. Yeah, and you can skip this. You can skip all of them. It's literally the same scene, just you're seeing it again. And it makes sense because you see Link walk into it, activate it, whatever. It's cool that you can skip it, though, because it would be really annoying, I believe, if you couldn't skip it, especially later on within the game with the amount of shrines you see. But it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Like, they're very short. So, all right, here we are in the next shrine. Get ready. This is known as the Stasis Shrine because, well, you're gonna figure out right now. Yeah, the next rune is going to be the Stasis, and it's really awesome. Like I said, just all of the runes are very unique, and I prefer using these over the iconic traditional Zelda items we usually get to solve puzzles. This overall makes it way more creative, way more unique, and the majority of the puzzles can be solved your way. You don't have to follow an exact guide. For those following, I'm not gonna do it the way that's intended to. Maybe I'm gonna do it like the most convenient way in my eyes. So with these puzzles, they're gonna be done like everyone else, but later on throughout the game, we're gonna be doing puzzles that will just overall like have several ways to solve them, and it's gonna be fun seeing how other people solve them. But there we go, we managed to do that, and you can easily break the time so that way it doesn't take as long for it to go on cooldown. I think that's also really nice how that's a thing. So let's go ahead and now freeze this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and unfreeze it, but then I want to run it quickly. This may be really risky. No, it wasn't. Okay, sweet. I want to get this chest real quick, but I want to make sure that a boulder didn't come crashing down at me. There we go. There's the boulder. All right, now let's run behind it and make our way around. Because if I did get hit by the boulder, I probably would have died as well. So how many sticks do I have? Seriously. Okay, I have no more. Just somehow my inventory is full. I have a lot of good weapons, so I'm happy with my traveler swords and stuff, but we do need this iron sledgehammer overall to progress. It's going to make it really easy to do what's going to happen right now. This is really cool. All right, so here we have a giant boulder, and if you hit it, a sledgehammer would normally do impact, causing the ball to roll, but underneath the ball, there's this little circle that is, keeping it in place, and we just can't move it at all. But maybe with a little more pressure, if we keep it in stasis, hold it in time, and deliver a lot of impact on it, and then the second it breaks out of stasis, it goes flying. The impact all strikes at the same second. It adds up, and then it's unleashed. And it's really funny to see it happen. You can do this with stuff that we find in the shrine like this, but you can also do it with items you find in the overworld, which makes it hilarious. There's a lot of hilarious things you can do, but we managed to collect the next Spirit Orb, and now we can leave this shrine. So there we go. Not bad. May the goddess smile upon you. Thanks. All right, so I believe we literally have one more left, and then we are done with the content on the Great Plateau in terms of like getting off of it. Like, we'll be able to actually get off it now, because according to the old man, once we take on all of the shrines within the Great Plateau, he will give us the Paraglider, which will give us access to the rest of Hyrule, which is super exciting. If you couldn't tell, I'm just really hyped, guys. You know, I can't keep it, can't contain my hype for this game. All right, let's go ahead and I guess make our way over here. I want to head up here because scaling down isn't as easy as heading up at all. Like, I don't really suggest heading up rather than heading in. But here's the thing though, it's gonna get too cold, so I want to leave because it's gonna be too dangerous if I walk in the cold. Link will actually start to lose HP. So I guess what I can do, which doesn't seem like the best idea, is just literally walk all the way down. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Or, you know what? Screw it. It's time to teleport to the Shrine of Resurrection. So you can teleport throughout the map, and I think this might be the quickest way to just get on with things. And plus, I do believe if I make my way back to the Shrine of Resurrection, there is a secret waiting for us. Yeah, we've been asleep in it for 100 years, but there's still something that we managed to forget inside the shrine itself. Not really, it appears after you leave it, so don't worry, you would not spot this when you first start the game. You have to actually leave the shrine, and I believe let time progress. And then if you make your way back, I'm pretty sure you will find nothing. Okay, I guess not yet. There will be a Korok that will appear that will give you a seed, but I guess I'm not entirely sure when that happens. Maybe when you get the chance to get off the Great Plateau, that will happen. Regardless, it's nice to teleport back here, so that way we are much closer to our next destination, which is going to be the final shrine. So, I believe the old man will randomly be here, even though we saw him cutting trees and whatnot. I think he's literally anywhere we go. No, he's not actually. He's actually not. Oh, he is here. Okay. Called it. Yeah, I don't know why, but, you know, you're going to find the old man, at least, well, literally, you're only going to find the old man throughout the beginning portion anywhere you go. But as for later on within the game, I'm not going to get into it, nor do I know. I'm just going to play dumb. But let's just go ahead and continue on. Alright, so I guess I could try to make this. Can I make it? Yeah, I can make it. It's fine. So I'm making my way close to the Temple of Time. I'm supposed to be making my way to the mark on the map itself, but the pathway to it, I believe, is like right behind the temple, like this. There we go. So yeah, I want to make my way up here because this will take me to where I need to go next. But if you couldn't tell, when I was trying to make my way to the shrine, it's really high up. So it's very, very cold. Like, the climate changes. As soon as I start making my way over here, I believe it will immediately change and Link will start losing HP. So I'm going to go ahead and show that off, and then I'll show off how to avoid this. This is where cooking becomes very important. Overall, you can't really progress throughout the game without making certain dishes or certain things that will get you past the climate changes within the game. So here Link is very, very cold. I believe as we continue, yeah, he lost half a heart. And he'll continue to lose HP here. Not too fast, but at a slow pace. It's not a good thing, though. You don't want to risk it. So, here we found some spicy chili peppers. Conveniently right outside this gate where it leads to a cold climate. And, yeah, the spicy chili peppers actually are going to be very useful, which you guys are going to see in a second. But, alright, I'm going to go ahead and use a fire arrow here. Bam! Haha! Did we kill two? No, I think we only killed one. Whatever. They're grabbing their weapons, which is really cool to see them do. And then... Alright, let's go ahead and... I was really hoping I would get some cool attack on him, but whatever. We killed him. And let's just pick up whatever he has to drop. But what's really awesome is if you have a sword like this, you can easily do the spin attack. You know, the classic quick spin attack. It still takes stamina, but you don't have to charge it at least, which is nice. But some more seared steak. Now, let's go ahead and make a meal with the peppers we have obtained. Oh, and there's actually more spicy peppers right here. So yeah, don't eat anything raw. Eating things raw doesn't do much. It's so wasteful, honestly. Like, the mushrooms, even though they'll do like half a heart if you eat it, but like raw, though if you saute it, it can do so much more, and you can mix it with other items and just make it so much more convenient. So we're gonna grab some mushrooms, you know, we'll grab some spicy peppers and make okay, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was standing in front of this. What the? Oh, it's not lit, that's why. So yeah, you can't actually saute or even bother to cook anything if the thing isn't lit, like the stove. So what we have to do here is we gotta find something with wood. This works. So since I throw away all my torches and branches, I had to do this, which still works. Anything with wood will ignite on fire. And now let's go ahead and grab some mushrooms, some spicy peppers, and cook it. And just like that. I love the way Link hums and everything. And there you go. We got some spicy fruit and mushroom mix. Don't know how mushrooms and spices made fruit, like brought fruit into the mix, but okay. I'm happy with that. Go ahead and saute only peppers, and it should make some nice, just a pepper meal. So yeah, spicy sauteed peppers. And this alone, like if you just saute peppers, it will give you a lot of time in terms of like fighting off the cold. So now we have two items that will give us pretty much cold resistance. So as you can see, yeah, low level cold resistance. Both of these are low level, but it's more than enough because this place isn't that cold. There are areas within the game that will get very, very cold, like be freezing. And that's where Link is going to really need his, or going to need a higher level than rather a low level, type of food that will give him, you know, cold resistance or whatever else. Like, there's a lot of stat buffs and debuffs and things. We're going to get into it later on, but for now we're just trying to get past here. So, yeah, it is very cold and there's water. And normally it would make sense to try to swim. But one thing, the stamina doesn't last. Like, you can't swim large bodies of water in this game because Link loses stamina as he swims, even above water. But on top of that, the water is just too cold and Link will immediately, I believe, lose HP and probably die if we stay in here for too long. So I don't want to do that, to be completely honest with you guys. But hey, look, we got some white choo-choos, I think. Come here. Back up. Okay, so they explode once you kill them, and they actually give you a white choo-choo jelly, which could be used. Now, pretty much every enemy within every climate and how they're themed, the drops they give you will give you specific things that work for it, which will make sense again later on when I get into all of that. But what the heck? I feel like the screen shake. Like, there's some big enemy or something, or was that just literally those choo-choo? Okay, there's more of them. Not too important. We got some more guardians too. It just kind of shows like what has happened. Oh, they exploded behind me. That's what they do. They explode, like, not physically their body, but they like somehow make like this giant cold radius. And I gotta be aware of that. But alright, let's go ahead. And now we're going to need our magnesis, because we need to build a bridge, which seems random. You actually gotta do this. So just place it like, okay, that's not the best placing. I can do better. Or not, I could do much worse, apparently. There we go. Yay! We did it. Okay. Yeah, if you fall in this, not a good time. Don't advise falling in water, or really just swimming. Don't even really bother. Swimming is not the best in this game. It's not something you really want to do. If you can avoid it, it's better to be avoided. But we are very close to the final shrine within the Great Plateau. We just gotta make our way up here. I could start climbing now, but I think I would lose too much stamina and maybe not make it, like find a resting stop or something to like have Link replenish his stamina. So we're just gonna make our way around and see what's the closest way. Actually, maybe we can. You know, let's just start. Doesn't matter. Might as well climb. To me, it's like worth trying. I love overall just exploring and climbing things. So, all right, come on. Link lost all of his stamina trying to do that, so maybe not too worth it. We can maybe head up here, and then hopefully replenish our stamina. I doubt it. I don't think this is big enough. We're gonna figure out right now. This is definitely not. It's too steep. As you can see, yeah, we pretty much fell all the way back down. So let me be a little more patient and just head up even further, just making it even easier for us, because why the heck not? But this music, guys, it is so nice. Okay, this is what makes it a lot easier, because we can kind of wait a bit, which overall have it easier. All right. And there we go. We have made it. Once the text appears, you know you're very, very close. And now we can just activate it ourselves. Let's head up. Okay, actually, let me be patient because I completely lost my stamina. And head up. All right. Now, let's go ahead and activate it first of all. So I want to show off. Right now, it's glowing completely orange. This is before it's activated. So if it's completely orange, you need to head to it and activate it if you see one in the distance. Once you activate it, you can teleport it to it, so it doesn't really matter after that. But you'll notice that the Sheikah eye glows in orange and the rest of it glows in blue. And once we complete the trial, it will all glow in blue, indicating that it's complete. And I believe that's what the old man was hinting towards, in the sense that, like, yeah, there's an obvious way to figure out whether or not it's been complete. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the next shrine. Alright, so the next trial is going to give us, just like the past three, a new rune that is going to be very useful. So here we are in the next shrine. I offer this trial. Alright, cool. Let's check it out. Let's see if this is really a trial. Let's see if I'm going to get stuck or confused or anything. Will this really have me question you know, I mean, overall, like I said, they're just so straightforward that, yeah, there's no puzzling to these beginning ones. So no, I will not be puzzled at all. But it's still fun to do so. And overall, just like with how floaty and loose the controls are, I enjoy it. Like, I think the controls are really nice for what they are. Usually Zelda has had really, really stiff controls, which made it not the best in terms of like combat, but yeah, I overall just really like the way this game plays out in every single way. Like, this is honestly, it's my favorite game, guys. Like, I like this more than Twilight Princess, way more than Twilight Princess. I like this more than any game I've ever played. You know how I always reference Dark Souls? You know, those fans who know me, I even though I play Zelda and Zelda's my favorite franchise, I really like Dark Souls' dynamic. So I always reference Dark Souls for what it is. But, I mean, this is better than it. This is Zelda that has controls better than Dark Souls, in my opinion. Alright, so he may have backed up. Cool. Oh, geez, I actually let him hit me. Wow, you didn't know damage. So, as you can see, he's backing up and... managed to kill this guardian before it did anything else. These ones are just overall very weak, and yeah, half a heart, or a quarter of a heart. I did not think it would do that little damage. Normally I don't really let him hit me because I'm too afraid. But I guess I'll let the weak ones hit me. It's not that big of a deal. Anywho. Actually, wait a second. Let's do this. Okay, that was the worst possible. Actually, no, I can make it. Oh, what the heck, Link? It's going to take me a bit to get used to the Switch controls. Hopefully, guys, I'll have a Pro Controller within the next episode or so. So that way I can play the game the way I'm used to. I'm not used to the the Joy-Cons. I don't... Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Joy-Cons are bad, but I'm not a fan compared to the Pro Controller. I'd rather just use a Pro Controller, in my opinion. It looks nice for the Switch, and it looks like it's going to feel like the Pro Controller for the Wii U, which is what I played this game originally on for the Wii U. But yeah, it's my first time playing on the Switch. I'm still enjoying it. I'm enjoying it much more than the Wii U just because how much better it looks. But I think we got everything. We got a chest, and we have made it to the end. It wasn't really a puzzle. Again, we're just kind of making our way through, using the runes to kind of understand how they work. But soon we'll see them put into actual puzzles in the upcoming shrine. So, thanks, Monk. Give me the orb. There we go. And we have done it, guys. We have collected all 4, completed the 4 shrines, and now, let's see what the old man says. Alright, so, where are you coming from? Oh, there he is. Hey, old man, what's up? So yeah, once you complete them all, he'll come wherever shrine you happen to complete last. It doesn't really matter which order you do them in, but with this, you have now acquired all of the Spirit Orbs from the shrine of this plateau. Extraordinary. This means it's finally time, Link. It's finally time for me to tell you everything, but first. First what? Imagine an X on your map. Okay, with the 4 shrines at the endpoints. Find the spot which those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Okay, why are you doing this? Whoa, do you understand? Where the 2 lines connect and the shrines would cross? There I will be waiting. Who is this? Who is this old man? What? You just appeared, guys? This guy's making no sense. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear the rest of the story. Get ready, because it's going to blow your mind. Not really, honest. It might. Whatever. I'm just too hyped. Okay, so the center point actually is right here. If you see where they all intersect, they intersect at the Temple of Time. So to head to the Temple of Time, I mean, I feel like this is the quickest way. Just heading back to the Shrine of Resurrection, and then using that to progress, because if you do try to climb down or just overall leave this area, it will take you a bit. You will find stuff along the way though, because there's so much stuff to do, and overall the Great Plateau is still very big. But let's just get on with things and make our way to the Temple of Time and see what the old man has to say. And I want to get my paraglider so I can finally leave. I'm so excited to dive into Hyrule and get into more of this game. Alright, let's just go ahead and make our way back. And actually, let me quickly double check and see. Okay, nothing's there. Luckily, it zooms in very well with the Sheikah Slate, which I really like. But, the only issue is I can't zoom out. It just zooms in way too. It makes sense though, because you're supposed to scope things from very far away. It's meant to like find things from far away. But if you want to like stare at someone, like usually what I do, like go in first person and stare at them in their face or something, you can't really do that as easily in this game, just because, yeah, let's say I want to look at this tree. Even though I'm this far away from the tree, look at how close I've got the second I use it. And yeah, but okay, let's go ahead and now we can see the Korok, which is really cool. Every Korok you'll find and every seed you get, they kind of wait there and just, yeah, stay there for eternity. The ones that fly, I'd say look the weirdest, like that one, but the ones that you'll find on the ground, I guess it just makes more sense because they just look like a character, like a random NPC just standing still. It just seems weird with the Korok flying in that position, like in that exact area, not moving at all. Are you guys really following me right now? Okay, go ahead and use. Bam, no head, and you can actually pick up the head. Wait, pick up the head, Link, and then you can. Wait, I want to kick it, but I failed. Whatever, the bodies are gone, the head is gone, everything is destroyed. Let's pick up the loot they have to drop. And actually, I really want this. I could use another Traveler's Claim, right? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get rid of the Woodcutter's Axe. I have so many swords that honestly, I'd rather have a sword cut down trees rather than have a Woodcutter's Axe that only cuts down trees. You know, the sword can do both, fight enemies and dispose of trees. I think that's overall better. But if you couldn't tell, this is glowing. The goddess statue. Now, this overall looks very recognizable from Skyward Sword. If you played Skyward Sword, you should be aware of what this is. A goddess statue, you know, pays respect to the goddess Hylia, and it's a statue where you can go and pray, and it's used, yeah, like pretty much as a symbol of the god. So let's go ahead and pray. And well, this is going to be really cool what we're going to figure out right now. So you have conquered the shrines and claimed their Spirit Orbs. I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 Spirit Orbs. In exchange, you can either get a heart container or stamina vessel, which increases your stamina. Now, every 4 shrines will get you either a heart container or a stamina vessel. You can always pick. Every time you collect 4, you can always come back to one of these goddess statues. Don't worry, there's not only one within the game that are littered throughout Hyrule, but you'll find these throughout the world, and you'll give them 4, and you'll get a heart container in replacement. This replaces the pieces of heart and the heart containers in general that are located throughout the overworld. Instead, you get them from shrines. Really cool, and I highly suggest, if you're following along, to get a heart container. Don't get the stamina. Don't even bother. It's, like I said, you can pretty much do everything. I beat the game without upgrading my stamina. So, yeah, it's not that important. But heart containers are crucial because enemies can kill you in one hit, so you want more HP. And just keep in mind, okay? I just don't really want to spoil it or anything, but heart containers are better than stamina meters. Now, you can pick whatever you want, don't worry, because even if you do, the game will allow you later on within the game to, you know, rebalance and like pretty much reallocate the points you've put in. And if you know you wanted a heart container instead of stamina, you can easily swap. But that will be later on within the game, and I'll get into that when we do get into it. Just wanted to explain it for those wondering, because overall this is a very cool mechanic, and it's going to come to be very useful later on. But we have done it, and I hear the old man once more. Where are you? The blessing of the goddess has made you that more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. The old man is up. Let's go ahead and head up there. There's a reason why I didn't really bother exploring the Temple of Time when we first started the game. That's something I would have wanted to do, of course. But that's because, yeah, we're supposed to come back, according to the old man, and then speak to him atop the tower. So I just kind of want to save it for now. But yeah, the old man can easily teleport. Now it makes sense and why he is everywhere, because the dude teleports. I mean, look at him right now. What the heck? He has weird, like, yeah, fire, blue fire glowing around him. He looks like a spirit. There's a lot of unanswered questions. But if we make our way up here, we're going to figure everything out. Get ready. Here we go. Let's go ahead and speak to him.
Well done there, young one. Now then, The time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rhoam Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots Champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That night was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here is the Paraglider, just as I promised, and well, yeah, a lot to take in, guys, but we got the Paraglider at least. Thank you. We received it from Hyrule's King. Yeah, did not expect that, did you? But the isolated plateau. I kind of did expect this, honestly. Like, I knew the old man was the King of Hyrule, but I didn't expect him to tell me straight up this early on, and yeah, for us to figure out like this. But with that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliff surrounding you. And that, I think, is it. I told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Okay, well, I failed 100 years ago, but I'll do it this time without the champions. Yeah, such a sad story. Like, wow. The Champions of Hyrule, the ones who piloted the 4 divine beasts, were freaking slaughtered by Ganon, including Link. But luckily, we were managed to be resurrected 100 years after. So now we know Hyrule's fate. We know how tragic everything has went. I mean, there's no Hyrule Kingdom, there's no Hyrule Castle in this game. It's abducted by Calamity Ganon. That's the Hyrule we know. But luckily, everything else surrounding it is still intact. So I can't wait to explore everything else within here. But yeah, just overall a very sad story, and now we must make our way all the way to Impa, which is located over here. It's going to be a very long journey, but we'll be doing that in the next episode. We're going to be getting off the Great Plateau with the glider and making our way to Kakariko, as the King of Hyrule requested us, so we can seek out Impa and learn more about our destiny. Unlike the hundreds of other people that are most likely gonna head straight to freaking the castle and die. You know, King of Hyrule said not to do that. So for those, I'm most likely gonna try it as well for fun. But yeah, maybe it's not advised to do that now. We're gonna ignore the castle and try to, you know, learn more about our destiny and see if we can find anyone to help us this time around. Because Link is alone. That is not good. But it's really all Hyrule has. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But yeah, we managed to take on all the tutorial stuff within the game, and now it's time to actually get into all of Hyrule and really get exploring. This is where the game opens up entirely. This is where your path will start to change from everyone else's. So yeah, I can't wait to get into it. Anyways, again, thanks for watching, guys. Can't wait to continue this adventure, honestly. Like, I'm so excited. And yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, I've been ZeldaMaster. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.